Hello friends, last time we had left with Act 3, Scene 4, line number 210 of Shakespeare's play The Twelfth Night. It is Sir Toby's speech. The defence thou hast, betake thee to it, of what nature the wrongs are thou hast done him, I know not, but thy interceptor, full of despite, bloody as he is, attends thee at the orchard end. Dismount thy tuck, be yere in thy preparation, for thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly. If you remember that Voila was stopped by Sir Toby, and now Sir Toby is warning Cesario, and what does he say? That defense thou hast, means whatever defense you have, and take care of your defense, and you have done some wrong to your assailant, means the person who is going to intercept you, the person who is going to ambush you, the person who is going to attack you. I don't know what is the wrong you have done to him, means you have done some mistake to that person, and now that person is going to fight. Bloody as the hunter, he is as bloody as a hunter, means he doesn't mind if he kills a man, and he is waiting for you at the end of the orchard, where the garden of the fruit trees end. So dismount thy tuck and be yere. Yere means quick, and dismount your tuck means your rapier, your sword, and be prepared for fight, because your opponent, the person who is going to attack you, is very quick, and he is very clever and very deadly, means he is very dangerous. Voila. You mistake, sir. I am sure no man hath any quarrel to me. My remembrance is very free and clear from any image of offence done to any man. So Voila says, sir, Voila is speaking to Sir Toby, and she says, sir, you have mistaken, sir. I haven't done any wrong to anybody, and I don't have any quarrel, and I don't remember I have done anything wrong to anybody. So there is no fear. Why should I offend anybody? Sir Toby, you will find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, betake you to your guard, for your opposite hath in him what youth, strength, skill, and wrath can furnish man withal. Sir Toby is again trying to frighten Voila, and he says, okay, you don't have any quarrel with anybody, but the matter is different. It is quite opposite of what you say, and I assure you, therefore you take guard. Again, if you value your life, because your opponent, the person who is going to attack you, is youthful, he is strong, and he is skillful, and he is full of anger, and he can do anything to you. Voila. I pray you, sir, what is he? So Voila is requesting Toby to tell her what type of man he is. Sir Toby, he is a knight dubbed with unhatched rapier. He is a knight, and he is known with a type of he has a sword which has never been used in battle and on carpet consideration. Carpet consideration means he is very highly connected, and so he can hurt you by his connections also, but he is a devil in private brawl, and he is very dangerous in private fights. Souls and bodies hath he divorced 3, and so because he is ready to take any risk, and therefore he has divorced his body and soul, means he doesn't care for his life and for his soul, and his incensement means anger. His anger at this moment is so implacable that satisfaction can be none but by pangs of death and sepulture hobnob is his word, give or take it. Sir Toby further adds that his anger is so much that you can't remove it, and he will not be satisfied until he kills somebody, or he sends somebody to grave, because what he believes is that okay, either give life or take life. So that is what he believes. Voila. I will return again into the house and desire some conduct of the lady. I am no fighter. I have heard of some kind of men that put quarrels purposely on others to taste their valor. Belike, this is a man of that kirk. So, Voila speaks to Toby that she is going back to the house of, to the chamber of Olivia, and she will request some type of protective escort for her, because she is not a fighter, and she says that I have heard that kind of men who take up quarrels intentionally to test other people's bravery, and he must be a man of that temperament, Sir Toby. Sir, no, his indignation derives itself out of very, very competent injury. Therefore, get on you and give you his desire. Back you shall not to the house unless you undertake that with me, which with as much safety you might answer him. Therefore, on strip your sword, stark naked, for medal you must, that is certain, or forswear to wear iron about you. Sir Toby, look at the cunning of this Sir Toby, that he says this man, means Andrew Agucheek, is very angry, and because he has been hurt or he has been insulted, and therefore you go ahead on your way, and whatever you want you speak to Sir Andrew Agucheek. You will not go back to Lady Olivia without fighting with me, and if you fight with me, then it is better that you fight with Andrew Agucheek, because that is rather simpler, and therefore you take out your sword naked and hard, and you have to involve in a fight, and that is certain, or you make a shield about yourself. Voila. This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me this courteous office as to know the knight what my offence to him is. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose. So Voila protests and says this is not a way in which civilized people behave, and this is very strange. I request you, I request you to go to the knight and ask him what is her mistake, what is her offence, and if there is an offence, then it is by her negligence and not anything intentional. Sir Toby, I will do so, Signor Fabian. Signor means Sir, Mr. Fabian. Stay you by this gentleman till my return. And he instructs Fabian to stay by Voila while he returns. Voila. Pray you, sir, do you know of this matter? So Voila is requesting Fabian and wants to know from him, find out anything about this matter from Andrew Agucheek. Fabian, I know I know the knight is incensed against you. Fabian says that he knows that the knight is angry with her, even to a mortal arbitrament. So he is so much angry that he will settle the dispute with the end of his life or the end of your life. But nothing of the circumstances more. Means I don't know more why he is angry. Voila, I beseech you, what manner of man is he? So Voila wants to know what type of man is Andrew Aguchick. Fabian, nothing of that wonderful promise to read him by his form, as you are like to find him in the proof of his valor. So Fabian says, okay, is not that much interesting person, but okay, you will find by proof of his valor, means if you fight with him, then you will find what type of bravery he has. He is indeed, sir, the most skillful, means he is very skillful in fighting, and very bloody, means he doesn't look after or before killing a man. And fatal opposite, fatal means deadly opposite, is deadly opponent. He can kill you, and you could possibly have found in any part of Illyria, and similar persons you can find in other parts of Illyria. Will you walk towards him? I will make you peace with him. And so walk towards him, and I will make a settlement with him if I can. Voila, I shall be much bound to you for it. So Voila says, okay, if you get the things settled with him, I will be very grateful to you, Fabian sir. I am one that had rather go with Sir Priest than Sir Knight. So Voila says, okay, I will rather love to go to a priest than meet a knight. I care not who knows so much of my mettle. I don't know who knows about my courage. And so they go. Re-enter Sir Toby with Sir Andrew on the stage. Sir Toby, why man, he is very devil. Now Sir Toby is here speaking to Sir Andrew. And look at the cunning of Sir Toby, that nobody is ready to fight, but then he makes them fight. I mean, to Voila, they say that he is very dangerous, he is ready to kill men, and now, sir, look what Toby is saying to Andrew. Why man, he is very devil, means he is very dangerous. Devil means like the devil, the enemy of God, and means very dangerous. I have not seen such a Firago, means I have not seen such a quarrelsome man. Now this poor girl, Voila, who is disguised as a Cesario, is called quarrelsome by this ruffian called Toby. I had a pass with him, rapier, scabbard and all, and he gives me the stuck with such a mortal motion that it is inevitable. Now he is describing to Andrew the qualities of Cesario, means Voila. So he says she has got sword and she has got sheath, and she gives me such a practice that she hit me, she attacked me with a very deadly action, and that is certain. And on the answer, means on the return thrust, means counter attack, is also very dangerous. He pays you as surely as your feet hit the ground as they step on it. So when we means that is certain that okay, the counter attack is also very deadly. They say he has been fencer to the Sophie, and look at the way Toby is lying. Toby tells Sir Andrew that this poor creature Voila has been a fighter for the Shah of Persia. Sophie means Shah of Persia. Sir Andrew, pox on it. Pox on it is a swearing word, means chicken pox on it, means damned or something like that. Yes, it is a swearing word. I will not meddle with him. So Toby is afraid. Look at this man. He was ready to write a challenge, and now he is not ready to fight. He is afraid of the valor which Toby has described. So he says he will not involve with the fight. Sir Toby, but he will not now be pacified. So Toby says to Andrew that now it is difficult to pacify, means to calm down Cesario. Fabian can scarce hold him yonder, and Fabian has a great difficulty in holding Voila, disguised as Cesario. Sir Andrew, plague on it. Now Andrew is, again cursing, plague on it. Plague is a disease, and so and miss if I thought he had been valiant and so cunning in fence, I would have seen him damned, or I have challenged him. And he says, okay, if I had known that this Cesario is so great a fighter, then I would not have challenged him. Let the matter slip, and so let the matter go, and I will give him my horse, my grey Capulet. So he says he has a grey horse, and he says, okay, if somehow the dispute is settled, give this horse of mine to Cesario, but I am not ready to fight. Sir Toby, I will make the motion, stand here, make good show on it. This shall end without the perdition of souls. So Toby says, okay, I will make the action, I will stand here, and I will make a good show of fight, and this will end without the perdition, means the killing or the going to hell of souls, means without killing anybody. I will end the fight. Aside, Mary, I will ride your horse as well as I ride you. So aside is a device in a drama that is not heard by the other people present on the stage, but this is audible to audience. So he says, okay, now I am riding you because I am making you spend money on wine, etc., and now I will ride your horse also. So look at the cunning of Sir Toby. Re-enter Fabian and Voila. To Fabian, I have his horse to take up the quarrel. I have persuaded him. The youth is a devil. And so Sir Toby says to Fabian that, okay, now for not fighting with the youth, means Cesario, he is ready to give me his horse. Fabian, he is as horribly conceited of him, and pants and looks pale as if a bear were at his heels. So Fabian says that he is very horribly conceited, means he is so much proud of himself, but now he is struggling for life, and he is looking pale, means looking pale with fear, as if a bear was running at his heels. Sir Toby, there is no remedy, sir. He will fight with you for his oath's sake. Mary, he hath better bethought him of his quarrel, and he finds that now scarce be worth talking of. Therefore draw the supportance of his vow. He protests he will not hurt you. So Toby is now aware that both the parties, neither Cesario nor Andrew want to fight. So Sir Toby lowers down his tone and he says, but there is no remedy. Still he looks what he says. There is no remedy, means there is no solution, because certainly he will fight with you because he has taken an oath. Okay, but first we thought of the quarrel, but now he feels that it is not really worthwhile fighting with you. Therefore just to support his promise for the oath he has taken, he will not hurt you, but then you will have to fight just for the sake of show. Voila, aside, pray God defend me. But Voila prays to God for her safety. A little thing would make me tell them how much I lack of a man. And Voila is afraid that because she is not a man, so how she would be able to defend her. Fabian, give ground if you see him furious. And Fabian is instructing Viola, means Cesario, that okay, surrender if you find him angry. Toby, come, Sir Andrew, there is no remedy. There is no remedy means there is no solution. The gentleman will, for his honour's sake, have one bout with you, means one exchange of fight with you. He cannot, by the duello, avoid it, means by the honour of the dueling, art of dueling means art of fighting, he cannot cancel it. But he has promised me, he is a gentleman and a soldier, he will not hurt you. Come on, do it. So, just for the sake of show, just let your swords strike, and then the fight will end without real fighting. Sir Andrew, pray God he keeps his oath. So Andrew is afraid of Cesario, and Cesario is afraid of Andrew, and they both draw swords. Viola, I do assure you it is against my will, and Viola promises Andrew that she will not hurt him. Enter Antonio. And Antonio, if you remember, he had saved Sebastian, the brother of Viola. So he comes at the scene. And what does he say? Put up your sword. If this young gentleman have done offence, I take the fault on me. So Antonio mistakes Viola for her brother Sebastian, and he interferes and says, okay, if this gentleman, means Viola dressed as Cesario, and he mistakes Cesario for Sebastian. So if this gentleman has done anything wrong, okay, I take the fault on me, means I will fight for him. If you offend him, I for him defy you. So if you hurt Sebastian, I will hurt you back. Sir Toby, you sir, why, what are you? And Toby is, greatly upset because his show is disturbed. So he challenges Sebastian who and what they were. Antonio, one sir, that for his love dares yet do more than you have heard him brag to you he will. So Antonio says, for the sake of love I have for this gentleman Sebastian, I can do more than you may have probably heard from his mouth. Sir Toby, nay, if you be an undertaker, I am for you. So Sir Toby challenges Sebastian and says, okay, if you take this task of fighting for him, then you will have to fight with me. And Sir Toby draws out his sword. Fabian, oh good Sir Toby, hold. Here come the officers of Orsino, means police officers of the Duke Orsino. Sir Toby, I will be with you anon. Toby, because Toby is no brave person either, so he is afraid of the officers, and so he goes to inquire why the officers have come, and so he says, okay, please stay, I will come anon. Anon means soon. Viola, to Sir Andrew, pray sir, put your sword up if you please. So just let the sword strike ceremoniously. Viola says, Sir Andrew, merry means very glad, I will sir, and for that I promised you, you will be as good as my word, means I will not hurt you, he will bear you easily and reins well, means his horse will bear you easily, means he will take you and you can rein in, means control my horse well, because it is a very good horse, means Sir Andrew thinks that Viola will take her horse and will not hurt him. So this is the fun of these two people, and in the next lecture that we are going to have, which will not be very long one, but about some 70 lines, and that we will have in next line the end of the fourth scene of Act 3 of Shakespeare's 12th Night. Thank you friends, thank you all.